Now.
Thank you so much. Mr. Yusuf?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Now calling the matter of People versus Nasami Yusuf. This is U ticket 686-81224. This is one count operating in the city of Detroit without a cigarette retail license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441, appear on behalf of the defendant. What's your name for the record, sir?
Mr. Yusuf?
Yes.
Say your name for the record, please. He has a light voice today.
Nassim Yusuf.
All right. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
This matter is being dismissed based on valid documentation.
All right. So at this time, the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. So make sure you always keep that license up to date and valid at all times, okay?
Yes, Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Attorney Soroki, you not feeling good?
I feel all right. I got like laryngitis or strep throat.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just let us know. Get you some honey lemon tea while you're in the midst of it, okay? Please and thank you. All right. I'm going to call Takua Young as well as Brandon Young at the same time. All right. You can go back in, Attorney Soroki, unless you have other stuff to do, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now calling the matter of the People versus Takua Michelle Young, ticket SP 1488149, one count interference with a city employee. Also ticket number SP. Now calling the matter of People versus Brandon Eugene Young. This is ticket SP 1505873, one count reckless driving. Ticket number SP 1505876, tinted windows. Ticket SP 1488162, open alcohol in the motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, first starting with the attorney for Ms. Takua Young.
For Miss, that would be Dennis Whitey, P79560, on behalf of Miss Young.
And Attorney Dupree.
Good morning, Your Honor. Matthew Dupree, P80132, attorney for Brandon Young.
All right. And Ms. Young, can you state your name for the record first, please?
Takua Michelle Young.
Oh, y'all in the same location. And you want to know how I can tell? Because it's an echo. Don't do that again.
I'm sorry. We at work. We both work at 4, so we outside in the car.
Okay. All right. Mr. Young?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Say your name for the record.
Brandon Young.
Okay. All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have one of y'all remain on mute. That way it's not bouncing off of each other, and then y'all can still talk respectively. Attorney, you're asking for a brief adjournment so that you can make sure you sit down, show them the documents, the videos, and decide how you want to move forward in these matters.
Yeah, that is correct, Your Honor. For my side, I actually realized just this morning or last night, late last night, I had the wrong number. My client advised me this morning of that. When she texted me back, I've been texting another number. So I'd like the chance to A, talk to Miss Young, and B, go over the evidence with her. I do have the videos that Mr. Dupree sent me. I just need the paper, I guess, ticket, which I'm presuming it'll just be the citation for interfering. But I'd like to discuss any offers that people may make in the interim to see if this could resolve. And if not, we would schedule a trial at our next final pretrial date.
All right. And what I'll do is I'll try and hold. I don't, as you already know, I don't have a ton of trial dates, but I'll try and hold this trial date that I have, so that we don't go too far down the line, as far as jury trials, if that's the way that you want to go. Bench trials, I'll try and work into my schedule a little sooner. And is that the same for you, Attorney Dupree?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And both of you are in receipt of the video, though, so that y'all are able to show your client the video and have a discussion about it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
All right. So I'll give you both the date of May 17th via Zoom. At that point in time, like I said, if y'all want to move for a jury trial, I'll try and get you in here as soon as possible. I'll try and get you in as soon as possible with the bench trial as well, to try and resolve these matters. Okay.
Judge, I believe the court was scheduling May 16th in our conference.
Oh, shoot. May 16th. Thank you. May 16th, thank you. You said May 17th didn't work. I apologize. May 16th. We have all correct numbers now at this point in time.
Yes, Your
That is
Honor.
Okay, all right. There's nothing further. We'll see everybody back then. Any motions that need to be heard, if there were any, will need to be filed and heard on that day as well. So I know that doesn't give y'all much time, but that way we can try and get it on the track to getting this resolved as quickly as possible. Okay.
Fair enough, Judge. And from us, we don't expect any motions.
All right.
Same, Your Honor.
So next time it's either going to be a plea or it's going to be, we're going to go forward with the trial date. All right. Fantastic. All right. There's nothing further. I put a $0 bond on both of these matters. Please make sure, it seems like y'all all have the correct information now. Talk to them. They have the videos, they'll have the paper documentation, and whatever you decide, Ms. Young and Mr. Young, the court will move forward at the next point in time. Like I said, I'll try and find next closest bench trial date or jury trial date that I can to put on my docket at that point in time. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you guys
You're
tell me
welcome.
what time on May 16th?
Oh.
On May 16th?
Ooh, at 8:30 a.m. Thank you. That's a good point. 8:30 a.m.
Okay, thank you. You guys have a nice
Have
day.
a nice day. You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 Judge, I also have one other case, Teresa Wills. It's a dismissal. Is there any chance we could do it now? I've got to jump to another
Yes,
court at 10.
absolutely. We're gonna have to get her out the hallway. I don't have an officer. Just give me 1 second. We're gonna find an officer and pull him in right quick.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Mary.
She walked away. What do you need? She went to go get the person out the hallway. I don't have an officer.
Yeah, but I was trying to figure out how did I get down Teresa Wilson as being in person. I figured out the Wilson part. I heard Jack say Wilson, and I thought she said Will. I thought she said Wilson. Okay, I figured that out. But who that told me that she was here? Mary said Jack was here. So I'm trying to figure out who told me she was here.
Told you that she was here.
She might have said Wills instead of Wilson.
Right. I figured out
Teresa.
that was a mistake on my part. I thought she said Wilson, but still somebody
Okay.
Wills. I thought it was Jazz, but Mary said Jazz is not here. So
It's probably the other officer in the hallway. She's a lady, so that probably was who that was. It's another female in the hallway, so she probably told me.
Okay, figure it out. Thanks.
I don't know what's going on, Attorney Dupree. We don't have a. We don't have a regular. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Teresa Marie Willis. I'm sorry. Is it Wills or Willis?
It's Wills, Your Honor.
Ticket SP 885622. Count one, failed to display a valid operator's license. Count two, leave scene of accident. Property damage. Count three, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Matthew Dupree, PA 0132, attorney for the defendant. Ms. Wills, would you state your name, please?
She's not in the courtroom right now, but you had the opportunity to talk to her this morning about her case and about her rights.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And it's my understanding that there is a dismissal on hand in this matter.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. I know the officer Fitzgerald did appear today. He's out there too. Oh, he out there too? I'm sorry, y'all. All right.
The officer's out there too. Officer. Yeah, Officer Harris.
What case is that on, Madam Clerk?
It's Wills.
Okay,
Ma'am, you
okay.
can step up in front of this mic.
Okay. All right. All right. I just recall it.
Go ahead. and face
Recalling
towards
the
that
matter.
green dot.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. right.
Recalling the matter of the people versus Teresa Marie Wills. This is ticket SP 885622. This is going to be count one, failed to display. Count two, leave scene of accident, property damage. Count three, no insurance. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel once again. I'm sorry, counsel.
Matthew Dupree, PA 0132, attorney for the defendant. Ms. Wills, would you state your name, please?
Teresa Wills.
And for the record, Your Honor, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. I guess I want to just we're dismissing the leaving the scene of the accident. Could you just check? She also has an NOP, no license on her. Could you check to make sure her license is valid? And I'm dismissing the no insurance.
And I have Officer Fitzgerald Harris, and then I always call you by your last name, first name. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Officer Fitzgerald Harris, badge 1442, Detroit Police Department.
I want that to be your last name so bad. All right, we running the license right now. Our license is indeed valid. Okay.
That'd be a
So do you have a
dismissal as well, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. You have a motion at this time, counsel? Dupree?
Move to dismiss or join in the motion, Your Honor.
All right. This time the court is going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ma'am, make sure you always have your insurance valid, up to date, and in your vehicle with you, as well as your license, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too. Have a good day. Thank you all.
Madam Clerk?
Are you ready on these individuals on the screen? Yes, Attorney Harris, I see your hand is raised. Always the student, always the good student. How may I assist you today?
Thank you. I was wondering if Madam Clerk could check the license status for Ramona Williams. I believe she's on page 1 of the docket.
Okay, I will.
And yes, Your Honor, we are ready on Mr. Yunin, who is on the screen.
Let's see.
You need me, Attorney Soroki, or are we all set?
Thank you.
Give me 1 second on it.
I'm ready on like 3 or 4 matters. Should I bring them out?
And I will yield to Mr. Soroki because I want him to be able to rest his voice as soon as possible.
Did Maurice Williams already check in or no?
I'm sorry, you said Maurice Williams, Judge?
Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
we're ready. I'm Maurice.
Okay, cool. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Roni Yanin. This is U ticket 656-30523. This is one count operate in the city of Detroit without a cigarette retail license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Chair Rika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Yunin. Please state your name for the record.
Ronnie Unit.
Counsel, how we proceed now? See, we also have Detective Navari. Did I pronounce your last name right, sir?
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Detective Navar.
Navar, thank you. Present for today's bench trial. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Your Honor, they have, Madam Prosecutor and Detective Navar have been able to review the documentation. It is valid. There is a recommendation to dismiss.
All right.
We ask the court to adopt.
All right. Being that now he is in compliance with everything, the court is going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, it's imperative that you always keep this license valid, up to date, and displayed in your business at all times, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Good morning to you, little man in front. I see you got somebody in there, Detective. Happy court.
Yeah.
Be safe out there. I was about to say, hi. Hi. Hello. Welcome to courtroom 336.
Thank you.
All right.
You have a good
You're
one, Your
welcome.
Honor.
You too. Be safe out there.
Thank you.
That's what I was wondering too. 7.
Oh, I'm 337. I'm sorry. I don't know what courtroom I'm in. See, that's why you can't even say stuff. Mary looking at me all crazy. I'm all like, what's she talking about? I don't know. You're all set, Mr. Yana. You the case is dismissed, okay? All right, I'm all confused. Every day I live in confusion. Welcome to my world. All right. You got your folks out. You said Maurice Williams. You spoke to everybody, attorney. Let me get your people out. You talked to Terrence Wilson.
Now she has Lorenzo White here.
You said what?
Jerica Harris is representing Lorenzo White.
Okay. What about Terrence Wilson, Tyrese White?
The ones that aren't ready yet are Terrence Wilson and Wayne Wilson.
Okay.
I do have one question before you call it. I apologize for interrupting, but did any other officers check in physically to the courtroom?
No, that was
the only officer who checked in physically to the courtroom today.
Okay, thank you. So then we are already on Lorenzo White. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Hold on, was off? Oh, that's you, Jerica Harris. I'm like Officer Harris. What's that? Tyrese White.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, turn your camera on for me, please. Now calling the matter of the people versus Tyrese Jermaine White. This is ticket SP 1427225. One count drove while license not valid. Ticket SP 1431413. Driver's license never acquired. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441.
Mr. White, can you state your name for the record, please?
Tyrese Jermaine White.
Thank you, sir. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
He's accepting the offer. He'll be pleading to a failure to display ticket ending in 2251. And the other ticket for driver's license never acquired will be dismissed.
All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to the attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of January 26th of 2023. At that time, were you driving a Ford vehicle in the area of Joy Road and Broad Street in the city of Detroit? And while you're driving that vehicle, was your license not valid at the time, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Satisfied, counsel?
Yes.
The court is satisfied as well and will enter a plea to the reduced count of fail to display. The remaining count will be dismissed without prejudice. Sir, I'm not gonna charge you any additional money today. You are in a payment arrangement plan with the city. Continue
Yes,
to make
ma'am.
payments. Okay, continue to make payments on those matters. And you'll be all set, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'll just do 0 on that. And you're all set, Mr. White. Keep making the arrangements and paying those tickets, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome. If there's nothing further, you're all set, Mr. White, okay? Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
I will, and thank you for the lovely button up for court today. You look very nice for court. I appreciate it.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right. Is it Jamaica? Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jamaica Brianna Washington. This is ticket SP 1508119, count disorderly public intoxication. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37-441, appear on behalf of the defendant.
All right, Ms. Washington, can you state your name, please?
Jamaica Brianna Washington.
Counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Defendant is, 1 second here.
It's a 3-month delayed sentence.
Yeah,
did she?
She says she paid and that she showed me a certificate that she completed a class.
Okay. All right. And that was the only thing she needed to do. She was supposed to take the eBay class. What you learned from that class about making good choices and decisions, Ms. Washington?
I definitely learned a lot out of them 4 or 5 hours. Just basically be patient, make the right choices, and do different activities and not to get involved with the wrong people. And I learned a lot. I
Okay.
really learned a lot.
It does sound like you did, right? And so some of our friends who are our core group of friends, we understand sometimes some of them doing right and some of them not. You just got to be wise. And when you hanging out with the folks, right? Because I know I'm foolish if I tell people not to hang out with their friends from long ago that they've always had. But if they gonna egg you on to do something that's gonna jeopardize you moving forward in this life, you gotta be like, hey, I talked to you on the phone.
Yeah. It was actually my brother's birthday.
Oh, so y'all were just out there. And sometimes it gets a little tough, right? And we don't know how we're gonna respond. But you know, sometimes that courage comes upon you.
Yeah.
And then the officer say something, and you be like, I got it. We don't want to do that, Miss Washington, okay?
You're right.
We have a promising future ahead of us, and we got to make sure we keep it that way.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So at this time, she has completed the task I asked of her. So I'm going to dismiss this case. It was on a delayed sentence. I'm dismissing this case. You are all set, Miss Washington. You enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. You too.
Thank you very much. You have a great rest of your day, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All right. Thank you. Are you ready on the trial, Mr. Winfrey?
Winfrey.
Jaleel Winfrey?
He's going to plead.
He's going to take a plea?
Right.
Okay, let me get him out then too.
Mr. Soroki.
Yes.
Speak with Maurice Williams. He's back in the waiting room, but there's no notation behind his name. So I don't know if he left and came back.
Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, he's going to schedule it for trial.
Okay. I'll put him in the waiting room.
Thank you.
Good morning. Okay, you could just leave him in here too. He'll be fine. I don't need anything. I should ask that. I don't want to took care of my business.
I gotta put your.
You gave it to the judge.
Tiana Wade.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Tiana Wade. This is ticket SP 1545487. One count allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441. Appear be the defendant.
And Ms. Wade, can you state your name for the record, please?
My name is Tiana Wade.
Thank you so much. Counsel, how are we proceeding today?
Yes, 1 second.
Okay.
What's your name? Okay. You.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, she's requesting a trial, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, if you're requesting a trial, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
That'd have been Mr. Soroki. And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm gonna set this for the date of July 23rd, at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal.
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, we're all set. July 23rd, 9 a.m., $0 personal. I'll see you then via Zoom, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, you can go ahead and log off, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Wayne Wilson.
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm fine. How about yourself?
I'm all right.
All right. Now calling the matter of people versus Wayne A. Wilson. This is ticket number SP 1531683. Count 1, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alan Soroki, P37441.
And sir, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Wayne Wilson.
Your Honor, I haven't talked to him yet because when I went to his breakout, he didn't answer.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna have to put you back in the room. Mr. Wilson, when somebody comes to the room, you gotta make sure you're there. Otherwise, they can't talk to you. And then you have to just wait until they are able to come back and speak with you, okay?
I have all my paperwork, Your Honor. I have my registration. I have my
And you're gonna have to show him. That's fine. You're gonna have to show him. Okay, so I'll put you in the breakout room number 4 so that he can be able to talk to you and you can see him. Mr. Wilson, I gotta be able to see all the stuff. You gotta, when they call your name in the room, you gotta be able to answer so that he can be able to see everything.
They didn't call my name, Your Honor. But
okay, Mr. Wilson, what paperwork do you have? Run his license for me too, Mary, when you get a chance. Okay, I have to see it though. You can't just say you have it. I have to physically be able to see it. And whoever's helping you has a cigarette in your hand. Tell them to please put it out. All right, so you gotta lift it up so I can see it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, got it.
Say your name real quick so I gotta go back into the camera for me. Say your name.
Wayne Wilson.
I need to run his license. Please. Okay. And then, sorry. One more time, say your name.
Wayne Wilson.
Let me just check on your license. Yes. His license is suspended. So how does he want to move forward with this, sir? Usually the offer is failed to display. You want to take that offer today? Because your license is suspended still.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what do I need to get him unsuspended? That's my license right there. It shouldn't be suspended. I mean,
Well, I can't hear what you're saying. Speak up.
how do I get them unsuspended? That's my license right there. They're not, you know,
I mean,
they're not
but I pulled
expired.
it from the secretary. Even though it says you got a license, it says it's suspended. So what that means is that something made you lose your privileges to be able to have your license in place. Let me see.
The reason that they had extended my license is because I had missed that court date, and then, like I said, but I had missed the court date, and then now I had got everything in order though, as far as my insurance and my
That means that you
registration.
didn't pay some type of fee. You didn't pay a fee that you needed to pay at our building in order to get it not suspended anymore. So that's why it's still suspended. So how do you want to proceed? You can either pay to fail to display, or I mean, I can't fail to display, or you can ask for a bench trial, or you can ask for a jury trial.
Okay, failure to display. And then, Your Honor, then when I would just move my truck down the street, some guys are doing some work to it, and I just it was just a couple of houses down the street when they gave me those tickets. And then, like I said, then I had went through this maybe a week before y'all dismissed the other tickets. Then I had
All right, so Mr. No matter what you explain to me, Mr. Wilson, your license is suspended. I pulled it, okay? I pulled your license. It says suspended. So the only thing I can offer you today is fail to display or to have a bench or a jury trial. It's what I got, or a pre-trial, I guess. But I can't explain it, Mr. Wilson. I can't explain it to you. I have other people I need to do. That's why it's important that you talk to the attorney in the breakout room so that they can answer all of your questions. I need to continue to move forward with every other person who's on here as well, so they're not just sitting here all morning long, okay? So that's why it's important to talk to the attorney in the breakout room, because then they can answer some questions that you may have while I'm talking to some other folks and getting them out the way, okay?
So that's what I probably need to do. I need to talk to the attorney.
Okay, thank you. So I'm gonna put you in the break. Absolutely. And they're gonna explain everything. Join room number 6. He'll be in there to talk to you. I see the license. I see the other 2 things, but your license is suspended. They'll be able to talk to you. So join that room for me. Join the room.
Thank you.
Oh gosh. Patient.
We're gonna be all right, Judge.
Okay. All right. Let me see who's next.
Ebony Wilson.
You said Ebony Wilson?
Yes.
Okay. Ebony Wilson?
Yes.
Okay. Turn on your for me.
I'm sorry. It's breaking up.
I said, turn on your camera for me. There we go. Now calling the matter of the people versus Ebony Nicole Wilson. This is ticket 255152. Count 1, driving while license not valid. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. What is that noise? Count 3, unregistered motor vehicle. Ticket U52764119. 1 count of interfering with the city employee while performing their duties. and ticket U22852815, one count of disorderly conduct, loiter in the place of illegal occupation. I don't know what that noise is. Appearances for the record, starting with count.
Alan Soroki, P37441.
All right, ma'am, state your name for the record, please.
Ebony Wilson.
Your Honor, Ms. Wilson is requesting a bench trial.
If that's the case, ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or the right hand?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Soroki about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, I'll set this matter for a bench trial on the date of July 23rd. July 23rd. That's gonna be at 9 a.m. And you check your phone a couple of times because it's having this bad feedback. And I ain't gonna be able to have a bench trial with that, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. There's nothing further. You're all set.
Thank you. You said July 23rd?
July 23rd, okay?
At 9 a.m.?
9 a.m. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Maurice Williams also.
Okay.
We better have his one. When you get a chance, could you take breakout room number 6? I think his name is Wayne Wilson. He keeps asking for help. Yeah, even, right, Mr. Smoky?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I put him in there, Sandy.
Oh, Mr. Wilson?
I put Wayne Wilson in there. We just had a whole hearing with him, and I put him in there personally, and I told him to hold on. He must have thought Attorney Soroki was coming right then and there. No.
Okay.
He's gonna have to hold tight. He'll be all right. He's gonna hold tight. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Maurice Williams. This is ticket SP 1365979, one count open alcohol motor vehicle driver. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Yes. Alan Soroki, P37441.
All right. Mr. Williams, can you state your name for the record, please? Unmute yourself.
That's Mr. Williams, Maurice Williams. How you doing?
know you ain't got on no muscle tee for court this morning.
No, I don't.
You do. And you're gonna bring listen, telltale sign is when somebody has the phone far away and then they bring it closer to themselves, like I ain't gonna be able to tell. Go ahead, Attorney Soroki.
I'm sorry.
Your Honor,
I feel bad.
defendant's requesting a bench trial.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, yeah.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's my understanding that you would like to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Must set this matter for a bench trial on the date of July 23rd. Yes, Attorney Mason. You unmuted. You needed something or no?
Yeah, for the record, Your Honor, Dia Chiku Mason 43471. I believe because of the seriousness of this matter, court-appointed attorney may be requested for discovery purposes.
I do agree. All right. So this is what I'm going to do instead, Mr. Williams. I'm going to appoint an attorney to you so that we can make sure we handle this. And on the day of trial, it's not, we need to see the video and stuff like that. So I'm going to have you come back on, I'm going to keep it consistent, May 16th for your court-appointed attorney. I need you to call the courtroom after we finish. We're almost finished with all your cases. This is one of the last ones. So you need to call the courtroom. I know. This is what happens when you get these serious cases.
I call them all the time. There's nobody answers the phone.
Call it today, right now. I promise someone's going to pick up the phone. And you didn't always call the phone because I got
Yes, I do. I always call. So I hang up. I call.
Okay. All right. Hang up so I can get you court-appointed counsel in this matter.
I don't know the number. Wait, I'm supposed to keep the number?
Mr. Williams, stop talking today. You just telling a whole bunch of stuff. Did I always call? What's the number?
I'm supposed to keep the number? I don't know the number.
313.
Don't call 12.
You gotta find a pen. Because why would we write down court dates during court?
313
965
965
22
He said 5
93. All right, you do always call Mr. Williams. I remember your case because I dismissed it and then we had to reissue it and you ain't come. So I'm gonna have some grace for this one. I know. I remember this. I remember this. Don't worry. It's because the officer.
He said 965.
Say the number again.
965 2293.
Yep. You got the right number. Call at noon, okay?
Noon?
Yep. Call at noon for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and we'll get this straightened out. I remember this case now. So this isn't.
If y'all answer the phone, so when will my next court date? May the 16th?
Next court date is going to be May 16th.
Okay. What time?
At 8:30 a.m.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and that's just so we can make sure we have the attorney in place. And then I'll try and get you a quick, remind me. I'll try and get you a quick bench trial or jury trial day that day. Okay. So I'll try and do it 3 weeks out from then. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That way we get it taken care of, Mr. Williams. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome, Mr. Williams. Have a great rest of your day. Okay. All right. Thank you for finally joining me, Mr. Winfrey. I've been calling for you for a while.
Yes. I'm sorry. I was tending to my dog.
The reason why he's here today. It's okay. All right. Let me get all these folks out. Okay. The Gortea Williams check in. I'm gonna get this officer out too. I don't remember seeing that name today. Let me get Officer Backdresser out. Ooh. Okay, I didn't think so. I moved Detective Greeno to room 47, my lord. Okay. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jaleo Marshawn Winfrey. This is ticket number SP 1361375. One count of illegal dumping. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Balance Rookie P374.
And sir, state your name for the record, please.
Jaleo Marshawn Winfrey.
All right. All right, counsel, how we proceed? I do have officers here today with us. I do have
He
Officer
wishes to
Jones. Okay.
He wishes to plead to the 6-month delayed sentence.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
All right. You can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own choice?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in these cases? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of June 13th of 2022. Were you in a GMC vehicle in the area of Thatcher and Gilchrist Streets in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And did you dump some items in that area illegally that you weren't supposed to?
Yes.
All right. Satisfied, counsel?
Yes.
All right. And the court is satisfied as well. We'll enter a plea to 1 count illegal dumping. This our city, Mr. Winfrey. It's our city.
Yes, you're right. And I apologize deeply. And I'm a proud community activist. Like I'm a landscaper through the community. So I took upon my actions, and I managed to start like picking up trash. Like every time I go out and cut grass, just every time I see it, I just go out here and pick up trash because I know it's wrong.
It is, Mr. Winfrey, and we got to perpetuate that so other people in our community will feel the same way. I remember, and I'm so big on garbage and trash because I remember every year I went to Detroit Open School. It was a very free thinking school. Think of a Montessori of my day. And we celebrated Earth Day every year. So in April, it was a big deal. We had a poster contest, which means people drew different posters about the importance of throwing stuff in garbage cans. And we made t-shirts. I had a planet on my t-shirt. Okay. So April 21st, I think, which is the day of Earth Day or somewhere around there. It's very important. And if we lead by example, showing how important it is, so our city can look beautiful. There's no reason I should go to the post office and it's garbage littered all over the place because people just be like, well, let me put my McDonald's trash right here out the window instead of holding on to it. So we have to be the leaders of that and make sure that we show everybody how to do that. All right.
Absolutely right.
So your punishment is that you're going to work and volunteer at this place for... I'm gonna give you
for the record, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit 43471. I was going to recommend community service, some type of community service. I leave that to the discretion of the court.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him do Motor City Makeover. So I'm gonna have him volunteer with Motor City Makeover for 16 hours. Okay, so that's usually about 2 days. Okay, so you're gonna have to set aside some time to do that. Are you ready to take down the phone number?
Yes.
Okay, it's 313. 236 8521. And if this is the correct address, it's in your community. So you'll find some great excitement and joy in what they do at their organization. I'm very familiar with it. And they do some excellent work. And I think you'll be really motivated and you'll help them make things look even more beautiful since you have those skills and background. And you will never know what this could lead to because they're a fantastic organization. So this might prepare you to some different opportunities in the city as well. Okay?
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
I am too. I was about to say, I feel like this is gonna be in my little spirit. I just got excited because I feel like this is gonna be a good connection for you, more than you're anticipating. If you don't know about Motor City Makeover, look it up when we get off, okay?
Okay, Motor City Makeover.
All right.
Thank
Yep,
you.
and then I'm gonna have you come back in 6 months so I can dismiss this when you show me that you completed and participated in doing what I asked you to do.
Okay,
Goodness,
that sounds good.
April, May, June, July, August, September. Are we already at October for stuff? I know you put it on the sheet. It is October. October 16th.
Okay.
My goodness, October 16th at 8:45 a.m. That'll be your review day. Come back and tell me how great it was, and then I can be able to dismiss this matter, okay?
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, I do recognize Detective Greeno as well as Detective Jones for coming on today. Thank y'all both so very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
All right,
Thank
there's nothing
you.
further. All right, no problem. Have a great day. Officer Backdresser.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
How are you this morning, Your Honor?
I'm good, thank you. Miss Williams never checked in, so you go out there and fight some more crime for me, please.
All right, you got it. Have a good
I
one.
appreciate you. Be safe
Okay.
while you're doing it, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, I'm gonna bring in the rest of the folks because it's only a couple of people. You ready, Attorney Harris?
Ready.
Okay. And I think, oh, he went in there to talk to Mr. Wayne. Okay, cool. When he comes back out.
Can we do Mr. Artero Wilson first? He's a teacher and he has to get back to the classroom. I know he's been given some grace, but
I know. Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
let him have his necessary break if he needs one.
I know, I understand. All right. I have his file, that's all. Sorry. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Atero F. Wilson, Frank Wilson Jr. This is ticket SP 1543241. Count no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2 drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. May I have appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please?
Good morning again, Your Honor. Cherika Harris, P72832 on behalf of Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, please state your name for the record.
Artero Frank Wilson Jr.
Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, he was able to provide valid documentation. I have reviewed it. We would ask the court to dismiss the matters.
Being an officer of the court, having seen valid documentation, the court's going to grant that request. I'll dismiss these matters without prejudice. Sir, make sure you always keep everything valid, up to date in your vehicle at all times, okay?
No problem.
Right, there's nothing further. You're all set. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Get back to teaching the kiddos.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Eric White.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, it's filed too. Now calling the matter of the people versus Eric Jacinto White.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ticket number SP 1545687. Count 1, improper plates. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Cherika Harris on behalf of Mr. White, please state your name for the record.
Eric Jacinto White.
You have had an opportunity to review his valid documentation. We would ask the court to dismiss this matters for compliance.
All right, this time being an officer of the court, having seen valid documentation, the court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. Sir, make sure you always keep everything valid, up to date, and in your vehicle at all times, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, you're all set, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, Mr. White. All right, now Lorenzo White.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Lorenzo White. This is ticket SP 1456259. Count 1, failed to report, provide info regarding accident. Count 2, failed to report accident. Count 3, leave scene of accident causing property damage. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sherika Harris, P 72832, court appointed on behalf of Mr. White. Mr. White, please state your name for the record.
Lorenzo White.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for trial. Complaining witness has failed to appear. Defense moves to dismiss.
The time is now 10:49 a.m. No officer having appeared in this particular matter. The court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this case without prejudice. Sir, you're all set for right now. They can refile this if they want to, but you're good to go today, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day, okay, sir?
Okay, you too.
I will, thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Herbert Wilson?
Yes.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Herbert Lawrence Wilson. This is ticket SP 1543244. One count drove unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, please state your name for the record.
Herbert Lawrence Wilson.
Your Honor, I have had an opportunity to review his valid documentation. We would ask the court to dismiss for compliance.
All right, at this time, being an officer of the court, having seen valid documentation, court's going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, make sure you always keep everything valid, up to date, and in your vehicle at all times. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you're all set. Enjoy your day.
You too. Thank you.
I will. Thank you. All right. Recalling Mr. Wayne Wilson. I'll do him real quick, Attorney Harris. So, all right. Now recalling the matter of people versus Wayne A. Wilson. This is ticket SP 1531683. We took a brief moment off of the record so that Attorney Soroki could talk to his client a little bit more. Appearances once again for the record, starting with counsel.
Yes, Alan Soroki, P37441.
All right. And Mr. Wilson, can you state your name once again for the record?
Wayne A. Wilson.
Thank you so much, sir. How are we proceeding today, counsel?
Yes, Mr. Wilson wishes to set these matters for pretrial to allow him time to get his driver's license.
All right. So I'll set these matters for pretrial. Sir, bring those documents back that you had today to show me again, okay? All right? Because those are two valid documents. I just need to be able to see them again that day. Is till July 9th enough time for you to do that, or do you need additional time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll give you July 9th. That gives you a couple of months to figure everything out and kind of see what's going on so that you can come back with your license valid, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'll see you July 9th. I'll put your bond at $0 personal at 8:30 a.m. Okay? Figure out why. I don't know why. So you might have to go to the Secretary of State's office and ask them why it got suspended, okay?
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
All right. All right, Mr. Wilson, I'll see you then, okay?
All righty, thank you.
You're welcome.
You have a blessed day.
You too, Mr. Wilson.
Okay.
Ronnie Young Jr.
I'll put this off now.
Mr. Attorney Soroki, did you have anybody else? I was trying to get you all taken care of so you can rest your voice.
Thank you. I have with Terrence Wilson, but we don't have the state office.
I can't find him. He was here. I don't know what happened to him.
I texted him. I sent him a copy of the docket, and I called him a couple times.
Okay. All right. You can hold tight if you want to, or you can zoom off. I'm going to finish up the rest of the folks we have on, okay?
Okay. I'll zoom. Well, I have the offer, so I have to finish it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. I know. Ronnie Young Jr., unmute yourself for me, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Now calling the matters of the people versus Ronnie Young Jr. On the docket today is case number SP 1394621, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. In default is count 2, expired plates, count 3, failed to signal. I also have tickets number SP 1397878, count 1, speeding 11 to 15 miles over posted speed, count 2, equipment violation. And then I have ticket SX 433999941, speeding 1 to 5 over posted speed. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Young, please state your name for the record.
Ronnie Young Jr.
Your Honor, I will also note for the record, I believe there was one other matter. It's a misdemeanor. He had already entered a plea on it and he owes, I believe, $240. I kind of just ran his name and whatever popped up, we did discuss. At this time, we would move to set aside any defaults, and he's asking for trial and or formal hearing dates. He's been advised of his right to a trial by judge or by jury. He has elected to have a trial by judge.
All right, so the only ones I'm seeing right now for him are the 3 tickets. And if he started paying on one, I'm not taking it out. So he's just gonna have to have responsibility for that one. All right, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll set this matter for a bench trial on the date of July 23rd. July 23rd, that'll be at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. And that trial will be a formal hearing as well for any cases that are in default that I'm able to put on the docket that day. And might I advise you, Mr. Young, you are innocent until proven guilty, but slow down. Slow down. All right. All right, that concludes this hearing, Mr. Young.
All right, you have a great one, Ms. Taylor.
You too. Tell it. Ramona Williams.
Good morning. I was waiting for an update from Madam Clerk.
Okay. Okay.
But I just went ahead and
valid.
pulled her out because I figured it is valid. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now calling the matter of the people versus Ramona Desiree Williams. This is ticket SP 1425994. Count 1, improper plates. Count 2, drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Williams, please state your name for the record.
Ramona Desiree Williams.
And for purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute. It's my understanding that the recommendation was that if her license was valid, both matters would be dismissed. And that was based on discussions with Ms. Mason. And I'm hoping that she will chime in to state that that is the offer.
All right. She looks like she's occupied, but if that was the offer, the court's going to honor it at this time. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ma'am, make sure your license is always valid, up to date, in any vehicles that you have ownership over. Make sure that they always have proper title and license, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
You're welcome. You have a great day too. All right. Brinko, Washington. I'm gonna have to go to that next date. Alvin Zaskar.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Alvin. Majabo, you gotta turn on your camera too for me, sir. Zaskar.
Zakar?
Zakar, thank you.
Yeah.
Appearances, this is U ticket 656311023. This is one count of operate in the city of Detroit without a cigarette retail license. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harris, on behalf of Mr. Zakar, please state your name for the record.
Alvin Zakar.
And Your Honor, we have had an opportunity to discuss the matter. We are asking if the court would set a trial date. He's been advised of his right to trial by judge or by jury. He's asking for a trial by judge. That's all. Thank you.
Please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Say yes?
Yes.
Okay, all right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And it's my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before me as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Let's skip over all that. I'm gonna set this matter for July 24th. July 24th. That'll be at 9 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. And I'll see you then, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. If there's nothing further, you're all set, okay?
Good day. Thank you.
You too. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, sir. Brinko, Washington. I'll give him a second to respond. What happened to, I know he already talked about Terrence Wilson. What about Kevin Wilson? Who spoke to Kevin Wilson?
I spoke with Kevin Wilson. We were asking for a pretrial date. I just don't know what happened to him.
Now calling the matter of the people versus Kevin Dante Wilson. This is ticket SP 1467375. One count, no insurance, misdemeanor. May I have your appearance for the record, please?
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Kevin Wilson, respectfully requesting that the court waive his appearance.
I will just for this trial. Did you have an opportunity to talk to him?
I did, Your Honor. I had an opportunity to speak with him in detail. I advised him of his rights, and we were asking the court to set a pretrial date so that he could show his documentation.
All right, so at this time, the court's going to honor that request. I'll set this matter for a pretrial on the date of July 9th. July 9th at 8:30 a.m. I'll set his bond at $0 personal. All right, Mr. Washington, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Brinko Kyle Washington Jr. This is ticket SP 1488804. Count 1, drove while license revoked. Ticket count 2 is no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Sherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Washington, please state your name for the record.
Brinko Washington.
Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, my client stands mute. He has been fully advised of his rights. We are respectfully requesting a pretrial date. He has also been advised to contact the Secretary of State to attempt to obtain his license.
All right, fantastic. All right, sir, I'm gonna put this over for a pretrial on the date of July 9th. So hopefully that gives you plenty of time to figure out why and remedy it before you come back and see me, okay? At 8:30
Yes, ma'am.
a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. Make that appointment so you can go talk to the Secretary of State so you can get everything squared away, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, Mr. Washington. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. You have a good one.
You're welcome. You have a good day too, okay?
All right.
All right. And Mr. Wilson, I'll give him a couple of moments to sign back in if he's gonna come. If not, I'll give him a new date. Is this you, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Terrence Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Turn everything off. 1 second. Now calling the matter of the people versus Terrence Dante Wilson. This is ticket 335820. Count 1, no operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance. Ticket 346169. Count 1, unregistered motor vehicle. Count 2, no operator's license ever acquired. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number SP 1130709. Count 1, failed to display. Ticket SP 856854, driver's license never acquired. Ticket SP 873708, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drove while license not valid or improper. Ticket SP 970184, count 1, drove while license not valid or improper. Count 2, drive unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Count 3, improper plates. And ticket number SX 34622785, count 1, license plate unlawful use. Count 2, no operator's license on person or multiple. Count 3, drove unregistered untitled motor vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Alan Sroki, P37441.
Mr. Wilson, can you state your name for the record, please?
Yes, Terrence Deontay Wilson.
Thank you, sir. Counsel, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we don't have an offer yet from the state on these matters.
It's okay. What's the offer from the city? I'll include it as
The
a part of
offer
it.
is to open, operating NOP that will be reduced to allowing. The driver with license that required will be dismissed. No insurance misdemeanor will be dismissed. License improper will be reduced to allowing. The license improper, the next license proper be dismissed. No unregistered title will be reduced to improper plates. Improper, the 3 state tickets are there. Then we have dismissal of license improper, dismiss no insurance, plea to improper plates as a reduction from unregistered untitled, dismiss no operator's license on person, and dismiss no insurance. Misdemeanor.
So just to make sure I'm clear, is he pleading to 2 allowings and 2 improper plates?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. If that's the case, sir, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
And if I may correct, please, it was 3 impropers.
3 improper plates. Okay, thank you. All right, 1, 2. All right. Sir, did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by taking this guilty plea, that you're going to give up the rights that you have to have a bench or jury trial in these matters? You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of this, did you still want to move forward today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I want to first take your attention back to the date of October 29th of 2020. Were you driving a Chevy vehicle in the area of Oakman Boulevard and West Buena Vista in the city of Detroit?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you fail to display an operator's license to the officer who stopped you?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I want to take your attention to the date of February 9th of 2019. Were you driving a Toyota vehicle in the area of Wyoming and Eaton Streets in the city of Detroit? Wyoming, Eaton Streets in the city of Detroit, were you driving a Toyota vehicle?
Can't recall.
Was it an Oldsmobile? At drink plates. Counsel, it's an older ticket. Do you want me to read? No, I'm talking about it's an older ticket. Do you want me to read from the ticket to establish a factual basis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. For no recollection, is that okay, Your Honor? Attorney Soroki?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. On the date of February 9th of 2019 in the area of Wyoming and Eaton Streets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Wilson was driving a Toyota vehicle without a valid license. The vehicle was unregistered and it had improper plates on it at that time. Also drawing your attention, sir, to the date of, did that one already. February 3rd, 2019, were you driving a Toyota vehicle in the area of southbound M10 and West Grand Boulevard in the city of Detroit, sir? Or you don't recall that one? Counsel, can I do a no contest plea on the remaining ticket based on his lack of memory?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So reading from the ticket to establish a factual basis that on the date of February 3rd, 2019, in the area of M10 and West Grand Boulevard in the city of Detroit, Mr. Wilson was driving a Toyota vehicle, which was unregistered at the time. Satisfied, counsel?
Yes.
Court is satisfied as well. A stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed.
Yes.
So at this time, the court's going to enter a plea to two reduced counts of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, 3 counts of improper plates, and
Remaining 10 will be dismissed.
the remaining cases will be dismissed. All right. I'm trying to tell him how much is in collections right now so he can know. I'm not charging any additional money. Oh. They sent $2,724 to collection, sir. And that doesn't include all the reinstatement fees that you owe. You owe a ton of them. So I'm not gonna charge any additional money because he has to take care of all of that. Mr. Wilson, ain't nothing I can do about any of those once they go to collections. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 reinstatement fees at $45 a piece. That's $630 additional. Plus what you're gonna owe to the Secretary of State's office. So I'm gonna waive your costs and fines on these tickets because you have to pay the reinstatement fees and you gotta pay this money to collections so you can try and get your license back, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, that's the order of this court. If there's nothing further, you are all set. Thank you for logging back on today so that you can handle your matter, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, you can go ahead and log off. Just know you got to take care of those. So I would come down here and try and figure out how I could take care of those, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, ma'am.
Prioritizing what needs to be taken care of so you can get that license back.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, you are all set, okay?
All right, y'all. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you so much, Mr. Wilson.
I guess that's it.